Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Since you are here watching this video, you or your family member must be planning to attend H-4 visa interview soon and wondering about the type of documents required and common interview questions. I have recently appeared for H-4 visa interview at U.S. Embassy Nepal. And I wanted to share my personal experience and some additional information I got to know during this process. Let's start with the checklist. I have compiled the list of documents I prepared based on the recommendations from my husband's employer and friends. I was only asked for the documents in the must-have section during the interview. But still, employee verification letter and wedding photos are important for any sort of dependent visas. My interview experience went pretty smooth. So, if you are appearing for the visa interview in Nepal, biometrics is taken at the same day as interview date. I had my interview at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I reached around 12:30. As I had to get my photos taken as well. After that I went through security and I was asked to have my DS-160 visa appointment letter and passport handy. Also any kind of metal or electronics devices are not allowed inside. While we were waiting for the fingerprint, we were briefed on a few ground rules on how to conduct ourselves inside. During the biometrics, I was asked for a 2x2 photo, passport, and DS-160 confirmation letter. Once the biometrics was completed, I had to wait for the interview. While waiting for the interview, I was asked if my husband had his visa stamped from same embassy as well, and also asked me to only provide passport, I-797 copy and the marriage certificate initially to the officer. Once my turn came, I greeted the visa officer with a smile, and they responded by asking how I am today, and the interview started. I handed in the before-mentioned documents and wasn't asked for any further documents. I was asked very few questions, asked about my husband's company. How long was he working for this company and where is my husband currently? After that the officer congratulated me and wished me good luck. I received my passport with visa stamped at my hometown within a week. Now let's move towards common questions that might be asked during an interview. You should answer each question honestly so that you can back up your answers with the documents as well if required. Here are a few work-related questions to get prepared on. What type of visa are you applying for? What is your spouse's name? What does your spouse do? Or what is your spouse's role in this company? What company does your spouse work for? What industry does this company belong to? Where is this company located? How long is he or she working for this company? Does your spouse work at the same location? How much does your spouse earn? What is the name of the client company? If your spouse works for a client other than your employer, as a contractor, mention the name of the client company. If the interviewer asks for the client letter and you don't have it, you can mention that you only have the employment verification letter from your parent company only. When did your spouse get her H-1B visa stamped? If your husband or wife doesn't have visa stamped yet, you can say accordingly that he or she hasn't traveled outside of United States after getting the H-1B approval. Here are some common questions that might be asked related to your relationship or marriage. When did you get married? Or how long have you been married? How did you meet? When or where did you first meet? How many times did you meet before getting married? Is your marriage registered? Was it a love or arranged marriage? What kind of marriage did you perform? Traditional or court marriage? Where did you get married? Who selected the location? Was there engagement or reception functions? How many guests were invited or attended? Where is your husband now? Where do you stay currently? What were the expenses of your wedding? Or how did you manage the expenses? When is your husband's date of birth? Now some common personal questions. Where are you planning to stay in United States? I will be staying with my husband at his place in Columbus, Ohio. Are you planning to work in the United States? No, as you won't be eligible to work. What will you be doing in United States? You can answer something like this based on your scenario. As of now my plan is to accompany my husband there. We just got married and haven't got to spend much time together, so mostly I will be staying at home and we will travel around during his free times and holidays. Do you have any family members in the USA? Answer accordingly. Who will pay for your trip to USA? My husband. While you are in the USA, who will financially support you? My husband. When did your husband went to United States? Did he study in United States? Which visa did he go on for the first time? Who provided you with these documents? Who filed your DS-160? Who booked your appointment? Have you previously applied for a US visa? Answer honestly as the same question was asked in DS-160 as well. What will you do once your visa is expired/completed? These are all the questions that I got prepared for before appearing for the interview. If you have any doubts about any of these questions, please ask in the comments section and I will reply as soon as possible. Thank you for watching the video. Good luck with the interview.